Yo, what is happening, y'all? The NBA Finals start today. Tip-off starts at 8 o'clock. The New York Knicks are back in the finals. The Spurs are back in the finals. And it should be a cinema finals this year. So let's talk about the keys of how both teams can be able to win this championship. And it all starts in Game 1. Let's roll it.
Touch that tram. Mama said pray then push. Pop said grind on wish. Coach said line up run. Whole life drawn up off that pitch. Court chalk on my socks. Bus pass in my sock too. Lunch card in my pocket. Pocket dreams that I walk through. Crossover on the clear lane. Try to cross over my fear same. Every brick that I threw up built the backbone of my name.
We run the floor. We run the floor. We don't back down. We don't back down. Every fall that we felt, put the strength in us now. Heads to the sky. Heads to the sky. Voices in one sound.
Now, first up, if you're the San Antonio Spurs, you want to utilize Wemby. Obviously, that's the main thing, because given the fact that Wemby is a 7'6" demigod, they're going to have to get him going early, and they want to really just get him the ball down there in his sweet spot. And number two, Stephon Castle isn't going to play a good factor in this game, then they might as well kiss the game goodbye. Because Stephon Castle had a bunch of turnovers against the Oklahoma City Thunder. We all know how athletic he is. He's greatly athletic, but one thing he doesn't contribute is a good three-point shooting. So you really don't have to worry about him too much on the three-point perimeter. De'Aaron Fox, he also has to play a good factor. Not just him, it's Fox and the Devin Vassell combo. Devin Vassell must be effective. He must play a factor on defense. And De'Aaron Fox has to play a better factor on the offensive end. If he's not going to play good on the offensive end, then they're going to kiss the game goodbye. Because De'Aaron Fox did have a couple struggles against the OKC Thunder, and he wasn't scoring as much as he wanted. But he was dealing with a little bit of an injury, but that's okay. So if he can't get going, then Devin Vassell, he's got to get going as well. Let's get to the New York Knicks, y'all. The New York Knicks are coming off a week-long rest. But you got to realize, is this going to be fatal, or is it going to be essential to their game today? That's the main thing you got to realize. Is it going to be a fatal rest, or is it going to be a beneficial rest? Because usually when you rest for too long, usually you're a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit rusty. So that can't happen. You can't make a bunch of mistakes in the first minutes of the game. You're going to have to go out there and show who you are real quick. And one thing you got to do that is you got to be able to get the ball to Karl Anthony Towns really early. Let him show his effectiveness of the game. And also, you got to be able to neutralize the demigod, Victor Wembanyama. Now, obviously, Mitchell Robinson, he did hurt his pinky, but he is playing tonight for Game 1. So hopefully, he can be able to neutralize Wemby. But it's not just him. It's also him and Towns on the defensive end. They both got to be able to neutralize the demigod down there. So, Mitchell Robinson, he can't do it by himself. He's going to need some help. So, Cat, that's where you come in. You're going to have to double team Wemby. You're going to have to force him out of the paint. And not just that, this is probably the first time where a center could shoot against the Knicks. Like, I know some people were commenting down on my other videos the fact that Jalen Duren is not a good shooter. And, and he had to go against Mobley and Jarrett Allen and them, and he's not a good shooter. And Cat was a good shooter, so he messed with them the entire series. That is true. So now you have a center who can actually shoot. So you're going to have to neutralize Wemby from the three-point end, and you're going to have to neutralize him mainly in the paint. Mainly in the paint. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart both have to show up. Josh Hart as well. I mainly focused on him because usually Josh Hart doesn't have a good game 1, because we seen that last time when we played the Cavs. He didn't have a great game 1 because he only had 13 points. He was like nowhere to be found. So Josh Hart, do not hesitate. And that's another thing. No hesitation in this game. Do not hesitate with the ball. If you're going to go inside, be aggressive and go inside and lay the ball up or dunk on somebody. Show your aggressiveness early. Show it early. If you're not going to show it early, GG. And the Knicks must play a huge factor on defense, because that's Victor Wembanyama's main issue. And also, not just that, their three-point average is going to have to be a lot better, because When Wemby's in the game, it's going to be tough to get shots up in the paint because Wemby is so tall and he's going to be able to block shots. He's a defensive player of the year. So get your offense going early. Get your offense going early and be able to contain the demigod down there. And contain everyone on the three-point area because you have a lot of great... The Spurs have a lot of great three-point shooting. They have a lot of great three-point shooting. But at the same time, you want to be careful. You want to be careful of what's going on defense. So both ends of the court are going to be very, very, very critical. So show your offense early and contain the demigod. It's like what the 04 Pistons said about Shaq. Contain the big fella. Bring up the pressure on defense. Bring up the pressure. Without a great defense, your offense yields nothing. So make sure you get going early. But anyways, y'all, that's all I gotta say. Tip-off starts tonight at 8 o'clock. The San Antonio Spurs is going to host the Knicks for the first 2 games. That will also play a factor as well because this is the first time in the playoffs that the Knicks are not on their home court for the first 2 games. So that may play a role in this game. But maybe the Knicks fans, maybe they will be traveling to San Antonio too. We will see come game time. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. Comment down below who you guys have winning the NBA Finals this year. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. God loves you. Jesus is king. Peace out, y'all.